All right, Coach, day one of spring ball. Just kind of talk a little bit about your excitement for getting back out here and not having to have the fall and everything that the program's been doing. How's it just to be back out on a football field?
Well, our guys are extremely excited because obviously with scrimmages we have against other teams, it's a huge deal for us that you get to compete against somebody else besides himself in the fall because we only got a few practices. This is really big for our young team. This is really big for us. So we're really excited. Guys are moving around really well, and the future looks good.
Talk about those young players, especially the ones that you signed last signing class. They come in as true freshmen, but not able to have any competition in the fall except for what you got against each other. But what was that like for those young guys to progress? And I'm sure now you're looking at them like they're sophomores.
In a way, but we're basically telling them it was automatic redshirt. So that's the way we're looking at it. And it was really good for them because they got a full year in the weight room, a full year on the field, and you've seen a lot of growth in between the fall and spring. And so that's exciting. And we had a lot of guys that we redshirted last year's class that basically redshirt again. And we had a lot of guys that played as a freshman that basically used this year as a redshirt. So from a growth standpoint, there was basically 2 classes that got a ton of growth. And then of course our older guys gained a lot of experience and learned what we were doing better in our offense and our defense. So our knowledge is much better, what we want.
First spring practice, but overall, what are you hoping to get out of this spring and got the eye on the 2021 season?
Our biggest thing in this spring is getting to see us go get somebody different, seeing how those guys handle that competition when they get to play against somebody new. And I think that's going to be key for the evaluation part for next fall. I think, the one thing our program probably needed in a way was a redshirt year like this, which I think is going to be very beneficial for us. And we're really excited about that part because the growth of those young guys and even our older guys, that amount of growth those guys are getting is really important.
One final thing, talk a little bit about the scrimmages that you got coming up. There's a handful of dates. You don't got to say exactly who you're going against, but just how beneficial is that going to be for you in the spring, and again, keeping an eye towards the fall?
So we get to have technically 4 scrimmages this spring, and we have one March the 12th, one March the 19th, and then we have 2 in April, one on April 10th and one on April 17th. The first 3 will be on the road, and the last one will be at home, more of a green and gold type scrimmage for us. The other 3 will be against other opponents, and that's really big for us just because, again, go get somebody different. And I really was excited about going on the road, because to be able to win a conference championship, you got to win on the road. Waking up, not in your own bed, all those kind of things, it's difficult to do and to win too. So giving those guys those opportunities before it ever happens in the fall, I think is going to be really crucial for us.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Daniel.